Guys really came out and competed. Give Austin credit. They were really tough. Got into us, took us out of some things we wanted to do offensively. Took ourselves out of some things tonight. With early foul trouble, and had to try to kind of piece together the first half to get to the second half. But I thought we had some great guys step up. I thought HK was really big for us, and Jordan Wright. Those guys stepped up in the absence when we got early foul trouble. Matt Morris gave us some good minutes in that first half. But second half we were really good. I thought we did our drops, our rotations were really good defensively. They still jumped up and made some tough shots to hang around, but I thought we made enough plays when we needed to. And obviously these guys sitting here played well for us tonight as well. Whenever they were in a kind of a zone stuff, doing a lot of things with us to try to junk up the game. But I thought we just made basketball plays. Guys continue to try to get their foot in the paint between the free throw shooting contest. We were ready to play a little basketball there in the second half.
Questions for these guys?
Scotty, you obviously were pretty assertive offensively. Anything intentional there in that you look a little bit more for your shot tonight?
No, just get what the defense gave me. Some games it's coming out and getting my teammates open, but tonight was coming out and scoring.
Scotty, you guys got some buckets in the second half as you pulled away in transition. You led some of those. Just talk about the opportunities that you saw there.
Defensively, just getting stops, running out. They were crashing heavy. We knew we could get out and just get looks, so started on our defense.
Scotty, like Coach said, they were playing quite a bit of zone. What was it like to try to break that? Was it a mixture of patience and then just sticking with the game plan?
Oh yeah, patience. Coach told us, me and the other guard, just get our feet in the paint and just try to get them out the zone. So just moving the ball around, getting into the paint, just spread it out.
Aaron, you've obviously been scoring a lot, but Coach mentioned Jordan, HK. How important is it to have a deeper roster, a complete rotation?
It's important. First five players can't play the entire game. You got to have people come off the bench and produce just like their starters. Everybody on our team, I believe, will be a starter on another team. So them coming in and producing and doing what they do is special. That's what we need.
Aaron, how difficult is it to kind of get into a rhythm when there's as many foul calls and the game's a stop and start as it was in the first half?
Yeah, it was a lot of foul calls. Just staying focused, staying locked in. Don't let your mind wander, and just keep playing the game. That was simple for me. Just keep playing the game. The long term, not short term.
That late run to end the first half, how much of that carries over into the start of the second half?
It was big. It was good to get the momentum back on our side, starting to get them to reel back a little bit, and then you just kept the pressure up, going straight into the second half. So yeah, that was big.
Scotty, running a team like this as a point guard, how difficult is that as a freshman, knowing how much you need to distribute, how much you need to assert yourself scoring?
Actually, it's quite easy. I have a good group of guys just backing me up. Just being in the summer, getting pushed by the guards, Aaron, Saban, and Max, just pushing me every day in practice. That's preparing for this moment, so it's been good.
Any more for these guys? All right, thanks, fellas. Appreciate it.
Stack, you mentioned that zone. What was the adjustment like? I feel like you guys adjusted quick enough to it.
Well, the adjustment was that we had guys out there that weren't used to playing those positions. I think we were here with Dylan out and Cleavon out, and they just weren't used to being in those spots. We had to go with Jordan and kind of coaching them on the fly of where he needs to be in the zone. But I think the thing is, once we got our feet in the paint, they collapsed and we were able to find some holes in it. But they did a good job. I think they had that four giving us a little pressure. We changed that at the end. That's when we had Saban taking the ball out. So when they had a little pressure, we throw it back and then we could burst it out with another guard. But it's just about making plays when teams probably feel like that was their best chance to win the game. You do what you have to do. We love to play a team that plays man to man and let us run our actions, but I think we do a pretty good job of that. So we probably see more of that. But I think we have to. I think we execute our zone well when our zone plays well when we got the right personnel. So again, that's a learning lesson for us to make sure that we have a small lineup that's used to doing some things whenever teams go to those junk defenses like they did.
You guys are shooting threes well over 40%. You're shooting a lot of them. Is that kind kind of an underrated part of your identity at this point?
It's just kind of been who we've been up in this point. I mean, I don't really count threes and all of that. I just want us to get good shots. You know, for guys that I don't have any problem with any of our guys taking those shots because we work on them. You know, we spend the first part of our practice with our form shooting and getting shots, and they're getting better at it. You know, they put in the time. The guys that put in the time, their numbers show. We talk about it. It's not no secret. You know, we post it on the board. They see the guys that get those shots, see where they're shooting from certain spots on the floor. But again, we want to win the paint as well. We want to win the free throw line. We didn't win that tonight. We want to win the paint. We want to make sure we get our feet in the paint because that creates everything for us. We got guys that can finish in the paint, and then when the help comes, we spray to the outside and share it with each other. So it could be a game where we stay to get in the paint. We may not have as many threes, but I have no problem with the number of looks that we're taking from three right now.
Career high in points for Scotty. What do you think made him so effective today?
He was just aggressive. I think he was. You know, he had to make plays for us. They were taking us away out of it. They were denying all over the floor. Again, we made him pay for it in the second half once we figured it out. You know, started to got some back doors to soften them up a little bit. But a lot of it was just playing in ball screens, and now you have to go make a play. You have to make a play for yourself, or you have to make a play for someone else, and he does a good job of that. He's a guy that I want the ball in his hands at the end of games, quite frankly. You know, he and Saban both. I think they're both guys that can make plays on both sides of the floor. But I like to have Saban to be the recipient of those passes and making plays at the end because he has the ability to get to the line and get in the paint. And when he and Aaron are out there, we have threats. And obviously, Dylan, he did a lot of good things too that won't show up in the box score tonight. He really defended the Taylor kid really well, got around on the post and made it tough for him all night. But that's what you have to do sometimes. Not going to be perfect scoring night for you, but you do things to help the team, to contribute to the team win.
So things seemed tense there last few seconds. Handshake line, last few seconds of the game. Were they?
Really?
It did it not to you?
No. Again, we had a conversation about it at the end of the game. That's not a play that we want to have happen. I mean, we want to be a team with class and a team with dignity. And I think Saban just had a lapse right there. But that's something that I'll correct with my team, and not something that anybody else is going to correct with my team. I'm always going to stick up for my guys. And that's all I told him. I coach my team, and you coach yours. So that's what that was.
Coach, what do you tell your guys?
And it wasn't even the head coach, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to think that it was the head coach. He didn't say nothing. It was somebody else. But again, I will coach my team and you coach yours. And it was definitely, anybody that was on the baseline heard me say, no shot, no shot. And he went in and dunked the ball. But, you can't complain about taking a layup in a 20-point win when it was just an 8-point game not too long ago. So can't have it both ways. But like I said, I'll coach my team.
Coach, what do you tell your guys in a game that's as choppy as this one with all the whistles early on?
Well, I think it was both ways. So I think they called it a tight game. I like you to call it one way or the other. I mean, they let us both play, but you can't, mix it up and all of a sudden, what's a foul in the first half is not a foul in the second half. I have to give these officials credit. They called the game consistently. Called it tight, called a lot of hand checks, and that resulted in a lot of foul shots. We missed 10, it's way too many, but they missed 11, so they kind of balanced out at the end.
You had 21 fast break points. Talk about the importance of those. Was that a point of emphasis coming in the game, getting out in transition?
Yeah, it's a point of emphasis every time we get the rebound. We want to get out and get easy opportunities if we can. So it could be games where we have teams that have a really good get-back plan as far as their transition defense, and we won't have those type of numbers. And we got to sit down and execute our half-court offense, which we pride ourselves in being efficient in that department as well. But as many opportunities we can to get to rush the ball up early, and I don't have a problem with threes in transition as long as it's the right people shooting them. We get in the paint, collapse the defense, spread to the weak side, and we got Aaron, we got Dylan, we got those guys that work on their game and make shots. Max, you know, he puts the work in, so I don't mind them taking those shots in transition. But again, it all results from us rebounding the basketball. That has to be the focal point for us. If we can rebound the basketball, I like our chances of doing both, by getting some easy opportunities as well as flowing into our secondary offense as well. But rebounding is key.
Coach, Aaron's leading the SEC in scoring. What's been the performance in his first 4 games for him?
Well, I mean, I think he's getting shots and he's doing it in a lot of different ways. I mean, he's making good on the opportunities that he get. He's getting to the line, but he's not hunting them. You know what I'm saying? I think he's allowing the game to come to him. I don't think. I don't know. I have to go back and look, but I can't remember one that I think he really forced. I mean, when a guy's got it going the way that he has it going, you could take a bad 1 or 2. I mean, probably if I was him, I'd probably take a bad 1 or 2. I probably did take a bad 1 or 2. But again, he's embracing his role of who he needs to be for our team, safe. And again, it's hard to get those guys off the floor, right? But I thought at the end of the day, we were able to give him a little break, and I like where their numbers are, where they ended up. I think he was right at 31, and Saban was at 32. So we were able to get him, at least that 4-minute break at the beginning of the game turns out to be really huge for Saban. So it's working out for us so far.
Last one.
Terry Taylor went over 30, I think, 6 times last year. Why Dylan for the job, and what does that say about him that you trust him in that spot as a freshman?
Because he does what we ask him to do. Tell him to make it tough, to get around on the post, to really make it tough, to push him out, and he works. He does his work early. He really has a lot of poise and a lot of sanity for a freshman. It was initially Cleveland's assignment, and he got into early foul trouble. But I want those guys crashing. I want them to be active on the boards. But at the same time, we have to be smart and make sure we don't pick up any silly fouls, especially because we need those guys on the floor for us to be really good.
All right, thank you guys, appreciate it.